So today, guys, brand new unboxing, brand new Doctor Who content. Let's get right into it. Enjoy! What's going on, guys? It's your boy back at it again with another fucking video, innit? We're back, way! This is a bit late, because I got it through the door the other week, and yeah, I was meant to do it first. I did record it originally, but deleted the footage by accident because I was making space on my phone for the glorious Ramstein concert, as you can see right here. Wasn't that incredible? Amazing. I did get through the door. The brand new Doctor Who Blu-Ray collection of season 22, Colin Bakers' first season. So yeah, we're gonna get right on into it and have a closer look at this box set. So the season was obviously originally broadcast in 1985, but Colin Bakers' first story wasn't actually in this season. It is in the previous season at the end of Peter Davison's last, which to this day still a very strange move done by the team there at that point, which I don't think helped Colin Baker's story, especially with the Twin Dilemma being one of the weakest stories by Colin Baker. Kind of glad it's not in this season, I'm not going to lie to you, but kind of dilutes the season 21, if that makes sense. But anyway, we're not here to talk about season 21, we're here to talk about season 22. It comes with 6 stories in it. It comes with Attack of the Cybermen, Vengeance on Varos, The Mark of the Rani, The Two Doctors, Time Lash, and Revolution of the Daleks. 6 pretty mixed bag stories here, quite a lot of gems in here, and quite a lot of ones where people are like, the fuck were they thinking? All 13 episodes newly restored for Blu-ray for the first time, as that is common with all of these sets now. I've obviously got some new exclusive stuff in here, so we're going to quickly read out the content. It'll be on screen as well at the same time if you want to pause, or if you want to just listen to me read while it goes. Exclusive extended versions of Vengeance on Varos Parts 1 and 2, The Two Doctors Part 1, The Revolution of the Daleks Part 1, so they're your new extended episodes. Behind the Sofas, 6 new episodes with an all-star lineup of classic Doctor Who guests, making of documentaries, including a brand new documentary of The Two Doctors, plus revisit season 22 locations with Colin Baker and Nicole Bryant. In Conversations, 3 brand new interviews conducted by Matthew Sweet, featuring Colin Baker, Nicola Bryant, and Michael Grade. Obviously, the Michael Grade one is very interesting because he was BBC controller. Like, he was in charge of the BBC at the time, and he has been said publicly for years, for at least 2 to 3 decades, of how much he hates the television show. He does not like it, so it's a very interesting interview to be able to have on this set, which is something that I've been meaning to get around to because I'm very interested in what he has to say on the situation. A new audio commentary on Revelation of the Daleks, updated special effects for Time Lash, because Time Lash is arguably the weakest story in this box set. Well, I think it's the weakest story personally. Blu-ray trailer, a special mini episode of classic Doctor Who, studio footage, rare behind-the-scenes material of from Vengeance on Varos, The Two Doctors, Time Lash, and Revelation of the Daleks. That's a lot of good behind-the-scenes content there. Exclusive archive treats, a treasure trove of previously unavailable content from the BBC archive, a 5.1 surround sound, 5.1 immersive surround sound mix, including a brand new mix for Attack of the Cybermen, which is interesting. Slip back, a complete BBC radio adventure, PDF written archive scripts, production documents, and more rare archival material. Each disc also features extensive special features previously released on DVDs, documentaries, featurettes, audio commentary, info, text, and much more. Obviously be careful when it comes to what special features there are, because obviously some aren't passed over from set to set, which I remember, if you remember in my season 24 box set, they actually didn't port over the Last Chance Saloon. The Last Chance Saloon 7-minute little documentary, which is one of my favourite special features they've ever done, and it really upset me that it wasn't on there. So yeah, just remember being mindful when going into these sets, because sometimes they don't port them over for reasons that are yet to be explained. Maybe the Last Chance Saloon documentary is going to be on the season 25 box set. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah. If we crack open the front, so obviously on the front you get your standard J card as you normally see. At the front, you obviously got your monsters and the Doctor. So you've got whatever the fuck he's called from Time Lash, the Glass Dalek, Field Major Stike, Cyber Leader, Sil, the Rani, and the Master. All great. It's quite nice to have all six of the monsters from different episodes all put on there, which is very nice. On the side, you have your normal spine, and on the back, you have the pretty cabinet that you see at the beginning of Attack of the Cybermen, which is very nice. Obviously, you open your setup like this as normal. On the side, you can see a lovely design work there for Revelation of the Daleks. Really like that design, actually, it's one of my favourites. And obviously on the side, you've got your discs as always. There's 8 discs in this set. Each story has 1 disc apart from Vengeance and the 2 Doctors, which both have 2 episodes, obviously, because they both have hefty extended episodes as always. Flip them through, it's always nice. This is it's nice and sturdy, this one, because I've had one in the past where I think it's my season 19 one, which is very loose. Have a look as normal, yep, and if you take it off as always, you have a lovely picture of the current Doctor of whichever era you're on. But lovely. I think personally the only thing I would have changed wise on the attack disc is I would have had the Scout Cyberman or the Cyber Controller, because there is no Cyber Controller anywhere on this, and I think that's one of the big elements of Attack of the Cybermen is you haven't seen a Cyber Controller since the 60s, so I don't know, that would have been personally just been my choice. If we open it up to where they keep the booklet, you've got your lovely art for the 2 Doctors, and you're following that up as well. You've got the same artwork on the booklet as well. You've got your nice booklet, which is 35 pages. So the booklet is 35 pages, which is very nice. Obviously, you've got the artwork on the same. You've got Colin on the back, which is very nice. And as normal, you've got your artwork on the inside, which is quite nice actually. They've actually added the, I think that is supposed to be the Scout Cyberman, or maybe it's just the way they've colour graded the card on the set, but it doesn't, I don't know if it's actually supposed to be the Scout Cyberman or not. But yeah, that's a very beautiful set. I'm actually really happy with this one, to be fair. I think I'm a lot more happier with this one than I am the Season 23 one, because there's a lot more colour in this. Overall, I do prefer Season 22 to Trial of the Time Lord, I will say that, but overall, I do think this is a really nice set. Some great colours. Even the bit, I think, even just the front there looks really nice. It's really stands out on the shelf. Because I had it like pulled out from the shelf because I was like, remembered to be like, finish the video, and I was kept looking at it, and I'm like, yeah, it's very nice. And the way it looks there in the light, oh, absolutely stuns. It really gives you that proper 80s feel, just off the cover alone, which I'm very happy about. If I was to rate this season, I would probably say Revs is my favourite. I do really love Revs. I remember having a memory of coming back from camping one weekend, and I came back to, my parents had bought me the original DVD releases of Resurrection of the Daleks and Revelation, so I watched them both back to back. 2 of my favourite Dalek stories. I really like Eric Saywood's writing in both of them ones. Love Vengeance on Varos. I love the way it talks about consumerism and us as viewers, and how we partake and how we deal with capital punishment and stuff like that. There's a lot of great and deep, interesting themes in Vengeance on Varos, what makes it so interesting. Mark of the Rani. I always heard a bit of mixed bags about that when I first went into it originally, but I really like Mark of the Rani. It's got some of the best music in the entire season. I will say the score throughout this entire season is really good. It's one of my favourite things. But yeah, no, the locations and everything as well. Even that funny cliffhanger of him driving, going down that thing. But yeah, the actual locations and everywhere they put, it was amazing. And also it was really nice to have a female, like, Time Lady villain as well. It's really interesting. Rani is one of those characters I would really like to come back in Modern Who, to kind of mix up the Time Lord aspect, because obviously we had like that planet that was eating Time Lords. You've had the weird Dream Lord, who's like the version of the Doctor, and you've had the Master, and blah blah blah. It'd be very nice, and you actually had the whole Time Lord race return, but it'd be very nice for the Rani to come back in some shape or form. I think that'd be quite interesting. The 2 Doctors obviously is a bit of a slog in places, but I still really enjoy it. This is actually the first episode I ever watched in this season, because of the Bread for War box set. Was one of the earliest Doctor Who classic releases I ever got. Yeah, it has a big special bond in my heart. And Robert Holmes is my favourite writer of classic Who. It's not one of his best stories, don't get me wrong, but it's still a great episode in my opinion. There's just a lot of space, which is a problem with these episodes, the season as a whole. There's a lot of padding, because they upped the 25-minute runtime to 45-minute ones in an effort to save the show, but in reality it just kind of hurt it in a lot of ways as well. So it's a bit of a mixed bag. You've got some really great themes in here, some really great episodes, like I said, Vengeance of Varos, the cliffhanger where it's just like, and cut it now, and with Sil's laugh, brilliant. But then there's some really funny ones, like the one I mentioned of Mark of the Rani, where he's on that trolley, or the statue falling on him on Revelation of the Daleks. There are some points in this season where it gets really naff, but overall it's a very enjoyable season, and I really rate it. Time Lash Didn't hate it as much as I thought I was going to, but yeah, Twin Dilemma is the worst Colin Bakers story. Time Lash has its faults, but it's not as bad as I thought it was, to be honest. I enjoyed it to an extent. And Attack of the Cybermen, a bit of a convoluted sequel, but at the same time I do really like it. I like the scale. The Cryons, it's cool to have, like, it's like harking back to Revenge of the Cybermen. It's nice to have some villains to fight the Cybermen who aren't human. But yeah, they're not as strong as the Vogons. Like, the Vogons actually go out of their way to proper do stuff, whereas the Cryons feel a bit weak and pathetic, and which is a shame. But I really like it. Yeah, overall, very happy with this release. Really like it. Really like Colin Baker as a Doctor. And then yeah, it's very nice to have another collection in the collection, if that makes sense. Yeah, it does. Of course it makes sense. It's just the word twice. But my speculation is what we're getting next. I'm thinking a Peter Davison season. I'm hoping for season 21. I'm also hoping for season 20. I don't know. What do you prefer? What one do you think they would do? Because I feel like they would I think if they did season 20, looking at it from over here, I think Enlightenment would be one that they'd probably go for. Because I feel like the actual spectacle of the ships, they could really do that really well in like animation and stuff like that with the new special effects. But yeah, you let me know in the comments below. Have you picked up season 22 in the collection? Do you like it? I personally love it. I love the collection. I do really say. I'm still going to say it. I would really love to see some art cards or a small poster or something to come with these limited editions, just to make the limiteds and the limited and the standards a little bit more different. But apart from that, very happy with this box set. Love the art. The artwork is mwah. And it's really nice to have. How many are we up to? How many are we up to now? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. We're up to 11 collections now. We've got one more season and we're up to a nice round 12. So like I said, leave in the comments below. Have you got the set? Do you like it? Do you like the season? Will you be picking this up, or will you be waiting for the standard edition of this? I personally would really go for this one. Actually, it's a really solid season and it's really beautifully designed. And I feel like the artwork is a lot more in your face than some of them. Like, example, the season 23 box set feels a little bit more muted and faded, whereas this one really pops in your face. Like, I remember going in HMV and I was just looking at behind the counter to see if they had any of the Doctor Who and the Daleks 4Ks, and they had to cut like 3 of these, and literally I couldn't take my eyes off them because I'm like, they're so fucking beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful. But yeah, that being said, guys, hope you did enjoy this video. Hope you have a great day, and yeah, go watch season. If you haven't watched season 22, go watch season 22. Would highly recommend it. I really think you're going to enjoy the season personally. That being said, guys, I've been your boy. Thank you for watching this. A couple more videos coming out. Going to do me roundup videos. I'm going to do a couple of 4K reviews as well coming out. But yeah, that'll be shortly. You have a good one, guys. Yeah, have a nice day. Yeah, it's just peace out, really. Just go on, fuck off with